very special group of graduate nurses. I've had them for 4 semesters. During that time, I have had the opportunity to watch this group hold their goal to be a professional nurse as a beacon, working diligently throughout the program. Their journey into nursing has entailed huge amounts of hard work, countless sacrifices for them and for many of you who have been their supports. Along with those challenges, I have seen special friendships develop, and I'm confident they will continue. They have supported each other through hard times. There has been lots of laughter and some tears. What has been remarkable, however, has been their support and caring for each other no matter what. These skills will serve them well as they enter the caring profession of nursing. I am honored as their advisor to officiate tonight's ceremony as they begin their transition into the profession of nursing. The nurse pinning ceremony marks a rite of passage as we welcome these graduates into the profession of nursing. Tonight is the initial celebration of the culmination of their journey. It is also the beginning of an exciting, rewarding, and challenging career. Graduates, to quote Michael Josephson, take pride in how far you've come, have faith in how far you can go, and never forget to enjoy the journey. These graduates will continue their journey with lifelong learning and professional growth. They will see and experience more than they can even imagine. They will have the privilege of caring for others at vulnerable times in those people's lives. They will at times be the leading source of hope, compassion, and care. I am truly blessed to be here tonight with this group. Before we begin, I would like everyone to adhere to a couple of rules. Please keep the center aisle clear as we will be taping this service or the ceremony. I'd now like to ask Marie Tyler Wiley to come up to the podium to give the invitation.
Just move this around. Hello, everybody. Congratulations, graduating class. That's awesome. Here are our thoughts as we invoke the blessing upon this gathering. We are grateful for the warmth and the joy and the inspiration on such a night as this. Confirm and blend within us all the high visions and noble hopes and thoughts and deep resolves that grow out of the many hours of work and study that have led to this high achievement. May the sparkle kindred here by wise and dedicated teachers and doctors who have shared wisdom, time, and compassion, as well as facts and methods, set your hearts aflame to do their will, to find meaning in life by serving others rather than self, to be involved in the creative healing of all, and to make profound differences wherever you go. Let the joy of tonight's celebration help each and every one of you feel the richness and dedication of all your months of learning. That's a lot of months, right? Four semesters? Better you than me. But don't forget the face if I arrive at your doorstep. Let you always extend a helping hand to those in need, for their lives depend on you. You are the closest in the world's eyes to being healers. May you always find the right mixture of serious mind and a loving, tender heart to help those in their time of need, because they depend on you. Let us be grateful for the fellowship of all who have contributed to this evening. May your families unite in your joy over your achievements, and may every hand you touch from this moment forward be blessed by your good intentions and continued learning. I thought I'd share with you in closing a modified version of the Hippocratic Oath. It is called the Florence Nightingale Pledge, but I made it really short because I'm sure you'll be studying it and you probably already have it memorized. Does everybody here know who Florence Nightingale is? Thank God. Okay, we're on the right path. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and practice my profession faithfully. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty, I will endeavor to aid the physician in his work and to devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. God bless you all here tonight. I'm really impressed and so proud of all of you. You are the ones who make the difference in the world, and don't ever forget that. Go forth, ladies and gentlemen, in heal.
Listen, Neil, one of our nursing instructors will sing the national anthem. If you can all please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I would now like to introduce Dean Robert Farinelli, our new academic dean at Three Rivers Community College, and ask him to share greetings and some thoughts with you this evening. Dean Farinelli?
Thank you very much. On behalf of President Mary Ellen Jacoski, welcome to the Fall 2018 Nursing Pinning Ceremony, and congratulations, graduates. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here. Though I've only been at Three Rivers a few weeks, this is my 30th year in higher education. I started when I was 8. But I always enjoy coming to the pinning ceremonies because I think it's a really important time for you as students. And one of the things that I started as a math faculty a long time ago was teaching some classes for the nursing and health sciences majors. And I certainly remember things that you all remember as well. Desired medication equals medication on hand. And that's how we solved those problems for weeks and weeks. And I always made sure that the students knew what they were doing, because if I was ever one of their patients, I wanted to make sure the decimal point was in the right place, the calculations were correct, and they had no vendetta against me later on. But as you go from a nursing student to a nursing graduate, and a college student to a college graduate, your life is about to change immensely. There's a whole different world out there when you can say you graduated college as opposed to I'm attending college. And that shows a significant, amount of tenacity to stick to what you're doing, a belief that you can do it. And no one said this was going to be easy, and I'm sure you realize there were lots of hurdles that you've overcome over these last 4 semesters to get to the point where you're at right now. And that's about what college is. It's about meeting those challenges and those obstacles head on and making sure that you now know that you have the confidence and the ability to problem solve, to think critically, and to look at things a little differently than when you first started here a few semesters ago. So congratulations for getting to this point. And remember, you are always going to be a member of the Three Rivers family. Your education will continue for your entire career as a nurse. And someday maybe you'll come back and you will be up here on this side as a faculty member, joining us in helping welcome some new graduates. So continued good luck in your future endeavors. Congratulations on your current successes, and enjoy the status of now being a college graduate. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Caramelli. I would like to now introduce our director, Edie Ouellette, who will tell us about the history of the Three Rivers Community College Nursing Pin.
I was waiting for the picture of the pin to show up. I think he's going to do that. So, good evening, Dean Farinelli, faculty, staff, family, and friends, and especially a good evening and a congratulations to the December 2018 nursing graduates. So this evening, you will receive a pin with a design that is unique to the Three Rivers Community College nursing program. As mentioned previously, nursing pinning ceremonies are deep in tradition and symbolism. They date back to the early 1800s, when nursing education took place in specialized training programs outside of the college setting. Since nurses back then did not earn an academic degree, the pinning symbolizes the completion of their education. Before I share the story about your pin and how it was created, I would like to take this time to recognize the amazing team who were critical to your success. This team includes our liberal arts and science faculty, student services staff, the outstanding nursing faculty and staff, our deans, President Joukowsky, and especially your family and friends. We are all incredibly proud of your accomplishments. Now, on to your TRCC nursing pin. In 1975, Mohegan Community College graduated the first nursing class. The graduates of this class were the designers of the pin that you will wear today. The design incorporated the college's motto at that time. I quote, "Peace through understanding, understanding through learning." The dove with the olive branch in its mouth was taken from the college seal and is located at the bottom center of the pin. The dove represents peace. The olive branch represents learning. In the center of the pin is a caduceus. The caduceus is an image of a wing-top staff with two snakes intertwined. The two intertwined snakes represent symbols of fertility, wisdom, and healing, while the staff was carried by the ancient Greek heralds and ambassadors and represents truce, neutrality, and non-combatant status. The caduceus has long been the symbol of the medical field. At the top edge, the pin bears the name of the college. Through the years, the pin has changed to represent the name changes that have taken place. You may be a nurse who wears a similar pin as you with the Mohegan Community College name or Three Rivers Technical College name. The size of the pin has grown smaller over the years. This is due to the price in gold. Gold was chosen as the design material and color to represent achievement. Finally, the scalloped edge design is not completely understood, but thought to be added to represent the challenges and successes of the nursing education experience. I am sure you are filled with many emotions this evening. Feelings of excitement, relief, pride, and maybe even a sense of uncertainty about what will happen next. As you transition from student nurse to new graduate registered nurse, be sure to embrace the mentoring support you will receive from your colleagues as you begin your new job. Remember to take time to relax and re-energize during your days and nights off. Always remember to be kind, a positive team member, and always keep the patient at the center of everything that you do. And when you are no longer the new graduate, embrace the role of mentoring someone because you'll remember what it is like to be new. Please wear your pin proudly. Three Rivers Community College has provided you with an excellent nursing education. Go and practice the art and science of nursing with your amazing mind and your loving heart. And always continue to build on what you have learned here. Congratulations.
I am pleased to introduce the class speaker, Lindsay Thompson. Lindsay is one of the fourth semester student liaisons to the faculty. Lindsay has experienced firsthand the challenges and the joys of making it through our nursing program. I'm sure you will hear her represent well the excitement, insights, and passion she and her peers have as they transition to their dream of becoming a nurse. Lindsay.
Good evening, fellow graduates, family, friends, faculty, and staff. Tonight is not only a celebration for the dedication, commitment, perseverance, and drive of each individual person who are about to be pinned here tonight, but also a send-off to the many accomplishments for each of our futures. We all decided to become nurses for different reasons. Some may be because family members in the field already and it inspired us to do so. Some may be because of a past illness of a family member that made them want to honor a loved one, while some just because they felt like it was their calling and it's what they envisioned for their future. Whatever the reason may be, we are all here tonight and our dreams are about to become a reality. Many of us, myself included, still remember the exact moment when we walked into this exact same room for our orientation. After what felt like forever for our acceptance letter, this journey would change our whole life, for the better of course, was officially here. The apprehension was inevitable, and we were so proud of ourselves for the accomplishments that we had made thus far. But the hard upward journey was now to start. We made friends fast as we knew what each other was going to be going through throughout this journey, and it was our nature to be able to help one another to succeed. Every relationship that we have formed throughout this process is one that none of us will ever forget. We have bonds that will remain forever strong, and we have shared many emotional times together filled with laughs, tears of joy, and tears of sadness. We have pulled all-nighters studying for that next exam, tried to distract one another before our grades came through that blackboard, and even celebrated with one another after each semester of passing. Let's be honest, not even our family members or loved ones really knew what we were enduring throughout this process, and we had to stick together. A wise instructor told us at the beginning of this last semester that it was only going to be 3 short months. We looked around at each other at that very moment, all with the same thought, I guarantee. At that moment, we really did believe, is it really only 3 months? We're so tired already, sometimes even doubting ourselves. Do I have 3 months left? Can I really sacrifice any more than I already have? Now here we are, 3 short months later, a lot of hard work behind us, ready to embark in the next chapter of our life. Being a nurse means that you will never be bored. You will always have frustration. You may be surrounded by many challenges. So much to do in such little time. You will carry immense responsibility and often sometimes very little authority. But the knowledge that we will have will now be able to help us to help our patients. You will step into people's lives and you will make a difference. Some will bless you while others may curse at you because it's their time of fear and lack of control. You will see people at their worst and you will see people at their best. You will never cease to be amazed by people's capacity for love, courage, and endurance. You will begin to see life begin and you will see life end. You will experience resounding triumphs while devastating failures. You will cry a lot, you will laugh a lot, and you will know what it was like to be human and to be humane. In the words of wisdom of Maya Angelou, they may not remember your name, they may forget what you said, they may even forget what you did, but they will always remember how you made them feel. As we leave this room this evening, a new graduate, we will prepare to take our NCLEX nurse licensure exam. We will send out our resumes for our new career opportunities and hope for that callback for our dream job. We will do our research and we will apply for bachelor's in science and nursing programs, and we will have a sigh of relief knowing that one more thing has been checked off of our checklists. We will forget about the tests that we've taken. We will even forget about some of the struggles that we faced during this journey. But the things that we will never forget are the days that we were so scared to go into clinical to do a med pass, our first injection, our first time using an IV pump, the first time having a patient on a trach or on life support, and most importantly, we will never forget how we supported one another throughout this journey, how we learned the power of caring, our impact on lives of others, and their impact on us. And most importantly, we will never forget that first time that we will save someone's life. Because let's face it, that's why we're all here tonight. So thank you to the clinical instructors, the people in the lab listening to us to complain about horrible test questions, our professors and faculty, staff, administration that helped us to get where we are today. We will strive to make you proud. In the words of the late Florence Nightingale, for the sick, it is important to have the best. And Three Rivers Community College only puts out the best nurses, so we know that we will. Congratulations, fall class of 2018. We accomplished what we set our minds to do, and we deserve to celebrate. And so I leave you with this. Be the best that you can be just for today, and you will be amazed at the future that you will create for yourself. Thank you.
Wow, that was awesome, Lindsay, thank you. I would now like to introduce our keynote speaker, Stefania Devicek. Stefania's career progression highlights her commitment to healthcare as well as to the opportunities that nurses have through continued education and lifelong learning. She began her career taking the Certified Nurses Assistant course at Three Rivers in 2004 and continued here at Three Rivers, graduating in 2011 with her associate's degree in nursing. Stefania continued to obtain her bachelor's in nursing from the University of St. Joseph's, graduating in May of 2014, And then she pursued her master's in nursing and her family nurse practitioner, graduating in May of 2018. Stefania began her healthcare career at Wyndham Hospital as a patient care technician as she pursued her nursing as her career path. Stefania worked approximately 7 years as a PCT and then 7 more as an RN at Wyndham, starting on the medical surgical unit, moving to ICU, and finally to the emergency department. She also taught certified nurses assistant classes at QBCC, being a mentor to others entering the healthcare field. After completing her family nurse practitioner program, Stefania now works in family practice office in Vernon, Connecticut. Stefania has an intimate understanding of the challenges and the joys that our students experience being a student here at Three Rivers. Her career path is an inspiration that we hope will inspire our graduates to continue to advance their education. We are honored to have her speak here today. Stefania.
Thank you. It is such an honor for me to be here tonight in celebration of all of you and your successful completion of the Three Rivers Nursing Program. It should not go unrecognized that nursing is undoubtedly one of the hardest degrees to achieve, yet one of the most rewarding. The good news is, all of those sleepless nights, stressful days, and hours spent studying is all over now. Doesn't it feel amazing? And don't worry, all that time spent will be put to good use soon, as you are another step closer to being registered nurses. You can now breathe easy for a little while, anyway. On a more serious note, let's all take a deep breath. I want you to take in this moment and soak it all up. All of the hard work, all of the time and energy, and the moments of self-doubt you overcame to be here right now. Enjoy this moment because it's yours. Be proud of where you are right now. It is such a huge accomplishment. With that being said, I feel it's equally as important to recognize the support of all the loved ones here today, and also those who were unable to be here. Because of all of your love and support, this experience was made possible. Like all of you here today, I have my own story to tell about how I was drawn to the nursing field. I feel as though mine was accidental because I fell in love with caring for others when my mother's close friend became terminally ill with breast cancer. It was in helping her that I realized that I wanted to become a nurse. I would say I even became obsessed with the idea. In my young mind, I convinced myself I was a perfect fit for the job. I had 2 little brothers that I bossed around and mothered. I was everybody's nanny, and I truly loved spending time with my elderly grandparents. I found out later that even life's experiences may not be enough to prepare you for nursing. I was completely unaware of the depth and magnitude of what nursing entailed. It wasn't until after I became a nurse's aide that I truly realized its significance. A story that has always stuck with me is when I was at the grocery store and was stopped by a family member of one of the patients that I had cared for. She quietly approached me and whispered that she really wanted to thank me for the care that I had provided to her father before he had passed. I politely replied, of course, as I felt that it was my job to take good care of him. She went on to emphasize how heartbreaking it was to witness her father so ill, saying how he was her hero and she could have not fathomed he would get ill, let alone die. She described how frightening it was for them to be in the hospital and how exhausting it was to be there for several hours a day. She said prior to his sudden illness, he was otherwise a very healthy man, so for them, this was all very unexpected. She said that during his stay at the hospital, they looked forward to anything and everything that would take their minds off the reality that they were facing. She said our smiles brought light into their days, that she enjoyed our brief conversations and thanked me for spending the time with her. At this moment, I realized how much of an impact I had. This lovely lady even asked about my dog and my softball team that I played on. I could not believe that she remembered all these details about my life. The reason I tell this story is because prior to this enlightening experience, I was just doing my job. Don't get me wrong, I do love to talk, just ask my husband, so I never think anything of making conversation to get to know my patients and their families. But until this experience, it hadn't occurred to me how truly powerful nursing is. Experiences such as this one reiterates how we as nurses are truly making a difference, even when you think it couldn't be possible. I have realized, after being a nurse for years now, everything I learned in school regarding compassion and empathy, I feel it differently in my heart. It's so important to be genuine and to be engaged with your patients, because it's all true. A smile, a soft touch, a hug, a listening ear, a soothing voice, these are all the small things that nurses do that have the biggest impact on our patients and families. These are the things that they will forever remember when they are sick and vulnerable. And these are the things that you will do so effortlessly, not knowing how deeply you are impacting those around you. I think Maya Angelou was talking about nursing when she said, I'm not stealing it from you, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Nursing is so much more than passing medications, or charting, or calling the doctor. It's a selfless and vigorous career that is meant for certain individuals who are truly passionate for caring for all walks of life. I don't say this to overwhelm you. I say this because although it isn't easy, it's worth it. There will be many tears and frustrations, long hours, anxious or ungrateful patients and doctors, but it's all worth it when you have one patient or family member thank you for your patience, for your kindness, your smile, and for taking the time that you feel you do not have to make them feel human and to preserve their dignity at their most vulnerable times. You will be making a difference in each patient you meet. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it because of the joy you will undoubtedly feel when you're caring for others. Welcome, Nursing Class of 2018.
Thank you, Stefania. Your words are very heartfelt. We will now prepare for the pinning of our graduates. Before we proceed to pinning, again, I have a few requests. Please hold your applause until the end of pinning so that everyone can hear the statements that each graduate has prepared. As I mentioned earlier, please keep that center aisle clear. We ask that you, if you are planning to take a picture, that you do not stand in that middle aisle. We will call out the graduates by name. They will come forward, be pinned. A picture will be taken, and then the graduates will proceed across the podium and up the side. After everyone has been pinned, the graduates will then come back down the center aisle to their seats. Edie Ouellette will lead us in the pinning.
Guys ready? First group of graduates will be pinned by Professor Terry Ashton and Assistant Professor Cynthia Arvin. The first graduate to be pinned is Jillian Bellman. Nobody can go back and start a new beginning. but anyone can start today and make a new ending. Thank you to my friends and family who supported me through this time. Melissa Bogue. It means the world for you to share this accomplishment with me. Thank you all for your unwavering love, support, and encouragement that allowed for my success here. Emily, thank you for being patient with Mom, allowing for this accomplishment. Maureen, my rock, I would have never made it without you. Fellow graduates, we did it. Woo! Erica Borgoyne. I want to thank my mom, my dad, my sister, Chad, my best friends, family, and the faculty and staff at Three Rivers Community College for never giving up on me to get through this journey. All of our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Jamie Cleary. Thank you to my family, friends, and boyfriend, Chris, for supporting me through this journey. I couldn't have done it without you. The next graduates will be pinned by Assistant Professors Suzanne Turner and Cheryl Villa. Marjorie Kerr. Through all the trials and tribulations, I can finally say I made it. It's amazing when a passion and a career becomes one. Yera Cologne. Thank you, God, for reassuring that, quote, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, end quote. Philippians 4:13. Thanks to my husband for being my greatest supporter. Without you, this journey would have been more difficult. Thanks to my family and friends for checking in when I disappeared every semester. Patricia Couture. Thank you to my family at TRCC nursing staff. A special thank you to Jill Blaine. You showed me how to tailor my strengths during my journey to becoming a nurse. Benjamin Franklin once said, quote, tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, involve me and I learn, end quote. Zachary Cohen. No words can express the difficulty of looking out into the audience and not seeing my mom with a box of tissues. She was the one who lit my passion for nursing. To my father, sister, and the staff of Three Rivers, thank you for keeping the flame burning. The next graduates will be pinned by Professor Joan Graham and Assistant Professor Melissa Neal. Samantha David. Thank you to my family, especially my mom. The love and support she gave me throughout nursing school and my life in general. I couldn't be more thankful. A huge thank you to my classmates for being there for me during the hard times and the really hard times. Deidre Dillon. Thank you to my husband, my family, and my friends for your support and understanding during this incredibly challenging journey. Mom, thank you for being my biggest cheerleader. This was all for you. Remember, go out in the world and do well, but most importantly, go out in the world and do good. Sydney Dubriel. I have been dreaming of this day for the past 2 years. A huge thank you to my family and especially my boyfriend for always standing by me and believing in me. Allison Dezavin. Disabled. Sorry. Oh. I didn't want just a career, so I'm not going to be just any nurse. Thank you to all the Three Rivers staff for pushing us to be competent nurse professionals, and thank you to my loving family for the support in furthering my education. The next graduates will be pinned by Assistant Professor Krista Prendergast. So long. Vicki Hand. Thanks to my family, friends, and coworkers that have put up with my crazy schedules and relentless complaining the last 2 years. Especially to my husband for getting up early, packing my lunch, and making sure my clinical uniforms were clean. Now I have time to play with you all. Caleb Holbert. 50 words is far too few to thank everyone, especially my whole family, for everything they've done so I could get here. But a special shout out to my uncle, who always made sure I had a vehicle that could actually physically get me there. Melissa Keegan. This is for you, my sweet Elijah James. Thank you to my parents, friends, and customers for all of your support, but mostly to my little sister, Courtney. You were always there to answer my questions or let me read my clues to you. I love you guys. Sarah Ann Kotecki. The past is your lesson, the present is your gift, and the future is your motivation. Thank you so much to my friends, my family, and my fiancé for being part of my journey. I am so grateful for everything I have accomplished. The next graduates will be pinned by Professor Lillian Rayfeld and Assistant Professor Rachel Smith. Lauren Lamage. This moment has been years in the making. Thank you to my amazing husband and children, because I wouldn't have made it without your love, sacrifice, and support. Finally, LPN to RN. Valentina Madikine. I would like to thank my family and friends, especially my husband and my children, for continuous support throughout these years. Without your help, love, and understanding, it wouldn't be possible to achieve this goal. Claire Norris. I would like to thank my family, friends, and boyfriend for their consistent support throughout my schooling. They were never in doubt I could do this, but I definitely could not have done it without them. Kimberly Platt. Today I finished nursing school. It has been stressful and incredibly challenging at times, but the support of my family and friends has gotten me through it. So thank you for everything, and you're a huge part of the reason I am standing up here right now. The next graduates will be pinned by Assistant Professors Sarah Solmstrom and Jillian Zupin. Julia Rubin. You may never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. I want to thank my daughter, Giatella, for being such an amazing support. For Destiny and Brody, I could not have done this without you. Love, Mommy. Sydney Shuki, I am happy this chapter of my life is done and can't wait to see what is next. Thank you to all who dealt with my crazy self through this journey of mine into nursing. Stephanie Stearns, don't let the world change your smile. Use your smile to change the world. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Lindsay Thompson, thank you to all my family and friends for all your love and support throughout this journey. Most importantly, to my husband Anthony for all your sacrifices, and to my son Caden for all your patience. Without you, I would have never been able to accomplish my biggest dream. The next graduates will be pinned by Assistant Professor Carol Emmerthal. Carrie Thornton. To my husband Don and 3 amazing children, Charlie, Celia, and me. Celia. This has been a long, challenging journey for all of us, and I am truly grateful for all of your support, your encouragement, and all the sacrifices you have made so I could be here today. Thank you. Michael Welch. The more I learn, the more I realize how much I don't know. Albert Einstein. Nothing we do, however virtuous, can be accomplished alone. Therefore, we are saved by love. Oh, pardon me. I was reading the next one. Pardon me. Catherine Weiler. Nothing we do, however virtuous, can be accomplished alone. Therefore, we are saved by love. I want to thank my family and friends for supporting me through this experience. I love you all so much.
I love you too.
I'd like to congratulate the December 2018 nursing graduates.
Congratulations, graduates. This is really an exciting time for y'all. I'd like all pin nurses to now stand, and any nurses that are in the audience, please stand. We welcome everyone who is a nurse to recite with us the Nightingale Pledge. The pledge is in your program. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. With loyalty, I position in this work and devote myself to the welfare of those committed to my care. Thank you, and be seated. Melissa Neal will now give the benediction.
Dear Lord, as these nurses move from students into their practice, please watch over them. Guide and lead them to use their skills and knowledge wisely. Let them be compassionate and caring nurses to all they need. May they promote peace and hold integrity in their work. It is in your name I pray. Amen.
As we draw this ceremony to a close, I would like to share some final thoughts. Students know I'm never at a loss for words. First, remember to take care of yourselves. Treat yourselves with kindness and patience throughout your nursing career and into your personal life. I hope you discover the joy and integrate love of our caring profession that exemplifies the perfect balance of the art and the science of nursing. I wish you joy in providing care and comfort with compassion. Always remember the power of truly being present with those in your care and instill hope to those in need. Be that advocate for your patients and families that are overwhelmed with their medical issues or our complex healthcare system. Remain that active voice to the changes in healthcare and in our nursing profession. I hope that you can always reflect and know that you have done your very best and done what's right. I wish you a long and fulfilling career in our nursing profession, a life of growth and lifelong learning. To quote Dr. Seuss, "You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way." Congratulations, graduates of December 2018. It has truly been an honor to be your instructor. Now I wish for all of you to have a joyful celebration with your family and friends. This is an exciting new beginning. We wish you a safe holiday season. Congratulations again. Welcome to our profession. As the graduates will be going down the center island, we wish that all family and friends stay seated and wait until all the graduates have left this room so that there's not a bottleneck anywhere, and meet them in the cafeteria or in the hallway outside of this room. Pipe Major.